making your way in the world today. You really need a pod. Why don't you put your headphones in and give this one a shot? Wouldn't you like to just listen away and go to a place where everybody knows who you are? Listen to Two Guys BrewHaha, Cold Street Brewery and Full Buddy Cast, two of the greatest names. Why don't you go and listen to this episode?
I don't know. What are we going to call this?
What
are we going to call this?
Wait, it's a BrewHaha.
Okay.
Special edition BrewHaha. Everyone, thanks for listening. Super excited because this is a special edition. I already said that. I already said it's a special edition.
What is this exactly?
It's a special edition. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
It's another voice here. There's actually going to be a few different voices. We've got two VIPs from two different areas.
Groups.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
We've got the BrewHaha, by the way, that's Sean from Cold Street Brewery.
Yep.
1627 Cold Street.
Yep.
Say what up. Wear your Full Buddy Cast hoodie in, get 15% off. We already VIPs, so that's probably the same. So it's not too...
Yeah, and then, my VIPs, they have special deals. The VIP comes available in February. It's only available from February 1st to February 28th to sign up. And then it's a 1-year package. We got my VIPs, Dave and Joann Weiss.
Go ahead and say hi, Joann.
Hello. Hola.
I like that. That's good. All right, and my VIPs, I got two Patreons with me right now as well. I've got my brother Adam.
Hello.
And I've got Maren Apollo. I'm sorry, Apollo.
Yes.
Apollo Doodle.
Apollo Doodle.
Apollo Doodle Doo. And Apollo is your dog.
One of my dogs.
One of your dogs.
One of my dogs.
Awesome. All right, well, it's great to have you guys here. This is a special meeting that Sean put together. Sean, I feel, is this Saw? Are you gonna put us together?
Well, no, I wanted to keep it secret for a while, but we're gonna do pumpkin beers.
Ooh.
Because everybody talks crap about them and says that they need to be on at all times and da 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 da. So we're gonna go through.
We're gonna talk shit about them.
We're gonna go through several different pumpkin beers, and some of these pumpkin beers I couldn't get in a single package formation, which sucks. So then I got stuck with 6 of them. But hey, thankfully there's 6 of us here, so you're each gonna get one of these.
Oh, we get a full beer?
So you don't have to drink the whole thing.
What?
Because
Yes,
I'm
you
not
do.
gonna drink the whole thing.
Adam, if you want to pour it into yours, I will have
Yeah,
it. So.
I've had this one. I've enjoyed this.
So this one's from
there's more
Allegiance.
I already opened.
Oh, sorry. No, you're fine.
Oh, you're good.
So
She shook it up too.
obviously this is a bot beer company. I don't support this company, but they do the Night Owl, which has been around for quite a while, and it is one of the more popular of the pumpkin beers. They do the Great Pumpkin, which I was unable to find. They do 3 different pumpkin beers. I was only able to find this one. So thankfully we don't have to drink a whole bunch of Elysians. We're only drinking this one. But it's the Night Owl Pumpkin Ale.
I heard some car doors, so I'm thinking that...
I was going to save this beer for them.
Okay, that they can share. We've got some other guests showing up, VIPs as well. You'll know them as...
They're late.
The Oktoberfest queen. She was the Oktoberfest queen?
Yes.
And
Him and her
Both,
Oktoberfest queen.
king and queen. Or they were both queens.
They are both queens. Yeah. They dressed to the nines. They won several of the games. Yep. But they'll be here soon.
Oh, wow.
So
I haven't had a pumpkin beer in forever.
So we're doing like a taste
Yeah.
response thing
Yep,
here.
exactly. Like where are we at? So we're gonna go through several different ones. This one's a little bit spicier of them. There's no rhyme or reason how I'm gonna do the order. I was just starting with one that I had a 6-pack, so we could just split out.
get it out
so
there.
You don't have to drink this whole thing right now. This is like you have the whole can, so you can take your time.
Yeah.
Are they here?
They're at the front door.
Okay, tell them to come to the garage.
Yeah, no, I've had their variety pack, which had their pumpkin stout, their Great Pumpkin Ale or something like that, and then the cappuccino one, which was kind of interesting.
Oh, I haven't had the cappuccino.
Yeah, it might be new this year. I'm not sure, but
Okay.
I didn't really dig it that much. My wife liked it because she likes the cappuccino stuff.
Yeah, I like those ones too.
Yeah.
I feel like they've always done that. Split Shot was always one of my favorite Elysian beers, but when they got taken over by Anheuser-Busch, they actually crushed that whole line because they didn't think it was a moneymaker. There's so much money spent on it.
Yeah.
But then there was such a backlash and basically complaining, this is what happens when a big beer, and so they brought it back, or at least for a while. It was not the same because they were clearly trying to cut corners on that to be back in their packaging.
So as we taste
Parameters.
these, are these going to be like a 5-star? Are we going to rate it? Are we giving it an A, B, C, or D?
Yeah,
How do you wanna
absolutely.
do
So
this?
that's the other thing. I'll reserve one
Come on in. Come
one
on in.
the whole time.
Come
That
on
way
in.
that we at the end we can go back through and resample just a little splash if you need to be reminded of what's in there.
This is a scam.
Gotcha.
What'd you say? What'd you say? This is small?
No, I said this is a scam.
This is a scam. This is a pyramid scheme.
Well, we
we're
had a
selling
whole
Scout and
game,
Cellar.
a pre-game, but you missed the whole pre-game. So
Just kidding. Holly. That was a joke. All right. So did you? Yeah, we did have a pregame. What we're doing right now? We've got the king and queen of Oktoberfest, John and Jen Solbrack. Is it Brack? What? Solbrack.
You
Yeah.
said it right. She's messing with you.
yeah, you could say it a million times; it'll still sound the same.
I'm doing my best over here. I've had half a quarter of a beer.
It's not even that strong a beer.
It's not even that strong. What is the ABV on this again? What'd you say?
6.7.
6.7. Come on through. Good to see you guys. We're out of headphones, but you guys can jump into
Just stick your face into a microphone.
a mic
and
at
speak.
any point. Okay, at any point. Adam, we're gonna go with you
Yeah.
on a scale of 1 to 5.
1 to
5
5?
stars.
Yeah, 1 to 5.
Can I do half stars as well?
Yes, let's do stars with half stars.
So I do like this one, and I like a good fall pumpkin beer. So I would give this like a 4, maybe 4.5.
And where would you see yourself drinking this?
Oh, just at home on the couch next to a fire, roaring fire, reading a book.
For sure.
Yeah, it's kind of a comforting
Reading a book
it's a
about better
comforting
beer.
fall.
fall drink.
Would you warm this up? Do you
exactly.
think? You think you'd warm it up? Throw it in.
I would not.
Throw it in a crock pot. And just
I don't know.
kinda let it just,
With the spices would probably come out a little bit better if it was warm. Actually,
I was thinking that.
drinking this cold is actually kind of going against the flavor.
Oh,
profile
well,
of
I
it, but
would then.
big fan of warm beer.
Not a big fan. Just
Huge fan of
don't
warm beer
mind
over
it,
here.
and in certain cases, it's important.
His cooler when he brings out a Yeti, you open it up. There's no ice. It's just a hot boiling water that he's thrown into the Yeti.
It is not that bad.
Joann,
Yes.
what's your stars on this one?
I actually really like it.
Which would
So
mean
out of
give you
5
what's
stars?
I'll give it a 5, but
a full 5.
But
Oh,
you got it, but
wow! It's a unicorn. Came out of the corn.
At first I didn't.
God,
like
if you
but
build it,
but
they will
grows
come.
on you.
Joann will come.
It grows on you, and there's nothing to compare it to yet.
Yet that's a good point.
That is a good point.
So this then could possibly has the potential with a 5-star with an asterisk next to it saying it could go down compared to the next
Very
one.
true.
All right.
Could drop like a rock.
Like a friggin' rock. Dave,
Yes.
what's yours?
I say 4.
Say it in the mic, pal.
4 stars. Let me speak
4
into the mic.
stars. I like that. Okay.
I like it. It's heavier.
And what would you guys drink it? Would it be just around the campfire? Would it
Exactly in the backyard.
Backyard.
Campfire
Mm.
roaring.
Yeah.
be? There we go. Reading a book.
Kind of.
All right. We're gonna have the king.
Yeah.
We're gonna have the Oktoberfest king stick his head in here on this mic. Go ahead. Tell us your stars on this one.
I'd give it a 4.
Get in there, and just say it.
I'd give it a 4.
A little bit. I'm just
Wow,
kidding.
listen to that voice.
It's a radio voice. Right there.
I know.
When would you be? When would you be drinking it? You picture. What do you picture? When that thing goes into your mouth.
Day that ends in a Y.
I'd probably drink it with pumpkin pie.
So you just double pumpkin?
Oh, you bet.
Just
Sounds
you better
amazing.
just
believe it.
light a
wow,
pumpkin
pumpkin.
candle,
Oh yeah.
put on a little pumpkin deodorant, drink some pumpkin beer, and have pumpkin pie.
Right there.
I'm going to give this a 4.25 stars. Jen. And I would drink this with all you guys, wherever you guys want to be at. Go ahead, Jen.
I would give it a 4.
Radio voice. You guys are.
And I would drink it if I were on a liquid diet and I wanted pumpkin pie.
That's a good one, too. This reminds me of the Jones Soda pumpkin pie that they used to do back. No, I'm just kidding. That's good. That's a good call. I like it. Apollo. Oh, no. Mara.
Doodle.
I'm gonna go. You stole my 0.25, so 4.25.
Yes.
I would totally drink it slightly warmer than this.
in front of my fireplace with my dog curled up at my feet.
Reading a book?
The dog is reading the book.
I mean, the dog would probably be eating the book, but yes.
yeah.
Eating the book. I like
Eating
that.
the book, yeah.
Y'all are crazy. So first of all, I do like that it's called Night Owl. Okay. But it does right underneath it says pumpkin ale. I'm sorry. Where's the pumpkin in this beer? I mean, I taste a lot of spices, and you keep touching on the pumpkin pie. You kind of get that pumpkin pie, but how do you get that pumpkin pie? You get it from the spice. I think there's too much spice in this beer. I don't like it. Nope. I give this a 2 point.
Wow.
Whoa.
See, this is why he's a master brewer. Yeah.
Spices take everything over, and that's all you're tasting. When it's a pumpkin beer, the pumpkin should be
The star.
the beer. Yep.
Okay, so then hopefully we get to a pumpkin beer that you can give us.
I hope so too.
Give us the
Should they put the pumpkin seeds in, like kind of like a
rattle it
bubble
around?
tea with the tapioca?
yeah, just shake it up like it's a.
You know,
paint
I don't
can?
think that's been done yet. Maybe I should do that next
I
year.
like it. Salty, add a little salty.
All right,
So I'm gonna pass this one around too.
touch
This one-
each entrance, please.
Does everybody want to pour
put
it
your
along?
fi-
Does
just
it go this way?
Well, this one I have multiple
gotcha,
of too.
gotcha.
This is another one that you can keep and drink the whole entire time. We're gonna start with the ones that you can drink the whole time.
Sounds
'Cause
like I'm
you said
spending
with
the night.
the Night Owl, as it warms up, it might get better.
keep it rolling there, Dave. Hand it off to.
Thank you.
There we go. All right, we
Okay.
got that. Cheers. Did you want one?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
And then
And so we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4,
I'll
5.
pour a little. No, I'll pour mine.
And I kept one for at the end so we can sample again.
Smash it over people's heads.
if we need to resample.
All right.
Am I supposed to like sniff coffee beans or something like that between every? Isn't that
Yes.
something you do?
Yep. Yeah.
We got
All right,
Brussels.
so let's go through.
We got
tasting
Brussels sprouts
steps.
you can roll across your tongue.
Tasting steps. Unfortunately, we aren't using clear glassware currently. But first thing is you pour it in. You would look at the effervescence, like how much fizz is on the top. You look at your color, and then you take it to the nose. You go the first hint, like what does it first smell like? Then you take like a quick small sip. You want to do 3 sips. You want to do a quick small sip, then a medium sip, and then a long sip. Okay? And that's so your palate slowly adjusts to whatever it is. Right now we're tasting almost all the same style of beer, so it's not going to adjust that much. But if you're going from really sweet to really tart, really sweet to really dry, you want your palate to adjust to it before you judge it.
When I sniff it, I smell my breath that's on my cup.
Yeah,
There's that too.
It's not
I
very
taste
good.
red Solo Cup is what I taste in this beer. This one,
You
this
already
one's,
gave the other one a
Well, this is a
5.
10.
So
this one,
I take it back.
That other one was garbage.
That's where that asterisk came from.
yes, we knew Joann was going to definitely slide on the scale. I don't taste the spices like I did in the last one.
No.
Right?
So this one
Doesn't
could,
have much
but I
taste.
also don't taste any taste actually.
no pumpkin.
Yeah, so
No
this one
chunks of
has
pumpkin.
definitely has more effervescence to it. They put a lot more CO2 to it to make it fizzier. So let's start with this. This is from Inuit Brewing,
Great
which is
band, by the
from
way.
Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah. Yeah.
So it doesn't have any alcohol because it's from Utah.
Yeah, no, this
No,
is
it does have alcohol.
Mormons
Hold
made
on,
it,
that's
so
what I was
it
looking
doesn't
at.
have alcohol.
They
negative
can't drink
alcohol.
alcohol there, but they can ship it
negative
out.
alcohol.
It's
They just feed it
it's
to us.
5%, so it's lower than the
Okay.
last one.
Excuse me.
I see.
That stopped this year.
What did?
Nothing.
And it's brewed with renewable power, wind and solar.
Oh,
Brewery
nice.
uses wind and solar. To
put it
power
Taste the.
breweries.
I can actually taste the wind in this.
About all you taste.
Not so much the solar.
That was me.
I have become. It's been windy in Enumclaw, and I have become like the breaking news of the wind. The breaking wind reporter.
The breaking wind
Please
news.
don't break wind.
Breaking wind news reporter.
We're real close here.
More beer.
Yeah, please. Definitely need more beer.
Okay, Adam, go.
So, well, I probably shouldn't compare it necessarily to the other one, but I kind of dig the spices of the previous one. To me, this doesn't have enough flavor for my taste, or like, I don't know what I'm saying exactly, but I'll just be true to myself.
It's also kind of in your rating is like, would I go back for more?
Would I go back for more?
Would I buy it again?
I don't think I would necessarily. I think I'd give this one like a 2.5.
Perfect. Bringing the scale down. I like that.
This reminds me of a Cole Street Brewery beer.
Oh,
No, I'm kidding.
Sponsored by.
Sponsored by.
Joann, what do you think?
I don't know. I like all beer, so
Okay, yeah.
I'll give it a 3.5.
Okay.
For me, the first beer was way too heavy. Oh, go
I'm
on,
gonna
John.
I'm gonna pause you. You said I like this beer like a minute ago way more than the last one,
I know, but now
and now it's a 3.5.
well, it's just nice and cold, and I really like cold beer.
Oh, I see.
But
I
there
kept
really
all
isn't-
these nice and cold.
Yes.
They're plenty cold.
But there really isn't a lot of flavor. But that other one is heavy, but I do like the spices too, which is weird because I don't like dark beers.
That's why big panels are awesome, because you get all kinds of different levels of opinion.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dave. Go ahead, buddy.
Well, the first one is only good for one.
Hmm.
It's too spicy. It's one of those things that you couldn't drink 5 or
Yeah,
6
definitely.
of them.
This is closer to a sessionable beer, or a beer that you could just hang out and not even session, but drink a couple of.
Exactly. I could have a couple of these, and it's subtle, it's nice, and it'd be good to go. But that first one and done. It'd be over. And this one's more like a 4.5. This is a BS and beer where you can sit around and have 3 or 4. And
Yes.
Yeah, it's lower in
it's not
alcohol,
going to
too.
overpower your taste buds.
So I'm sorry. What stars did you give?
I'm going to give this one a 4.5.
Okay.
Because it's one you can keep drinking and keep drinking.
Keep
It's
it
not
keep it
gonna-
rolling.
Yeah.
I could see that. Yeah.
John, what about you, buddy? Go ahead and talk into the mic on this one.
Yeah, I'm giving this a 4.15.
And don't pour the beer on them.
I'm not going to give it much more than the last one, but 4.15. Because I would agree that you could probably drink a couple of these and be okay. Whereas the last one and done.
Yeah.
It's a dessert beer, I guess. That last one and this one, maybe I'd have a couple during dinner.
I like it.
So it's like a porter beer. You have one after dinner. And
Yeah. I could see that one too for sure.
Yeah.
Get in on this one, Jen.
It could be that the previous one, just because it's fall, it feels like more fall to me, and we're in the middle of fall. That might be why I preferred it.
Yeah,
we've already heard from you. So
Mike,
This has been really fun.
I'm out.
See you later.
Hey, we still got more beer, so
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. I'll just take those for the road.
all right, so this one I agree with Dave. This is and John. Like I could have like a couple of these. I don't taste it until I burp it. Believe it or not, I don't taste the pumpkin.
Oh, we
until-
believe
yeah,
it.
but that's also the chill and the effervescence. So like I've explained before, the colder it is, the more of that foam goes into your body, and then your body has to release that effervescence. And so rather in your in your glass, it's
There's someone releasing some body over here too. So
it comes out one side or the other.
yeah, the thing, and I agree. I would like this at the end of something. This thing though is just wherever I'm at, campfire, Thanksgiving dinner, wherever I'm drinking it, I would just be drinking one after the other of these. So I like that. Good call. Whoever said that. I think Dave and John said that. All right, Jen, what up?
What was the number that you gave it?
Oh, this is a 3.6. I'm going lower. This is a 3.2. You know what? I like John's 1.5 that came out of nowhere. So 3.15. I like that. I'm using that now. 3.15.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jen.
I'm going to go 3.25.
Higher than me.
This is like the
Higher
Price
than
is Right
Travis.
all of a sudden.
Yeah. Come on down.
I think it's a good like pre-gaming. Like you can down a couple of those
Yeah.
and be good, and then move on.
But it's not. Yeah, it's not going to keep me around on it.
Right.
Yes. Agreed.
Would I go to the store and buy it? No.
No. Agreed.
You're still giving it a B, but I'll get to that.
This is my grading.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got Professor. We got the Professor over here. Go ahead, Apollo. Maren.
Apollo, a 0.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. This says right on it, ale brewed with pumpkin and spices. There is no pumpkin and there is no spice. That is false advertising. I'm not saying it's a bad beer, but it is not a pumpkin beer.
Sean just wants to hug you right now. Sean was just
Yes.
like,
I'm sorry. This is a hard pass. You guys all hit it. Great beer. I could totally like tailgate with it. Yeah. At the end of the night, I could BS all night around a campfire. Pumpkin and spice? No. If this was your pumpkin pie, no, it's not pumpkin. You would return it. You would be sorely disappointed.
Yeah, for sure. People that are looking for a pumpkin beer should not go for this beer.
0. Can I go? I wouldn't go negative. I mean, it's not a bad beer, but
Well,
it's 0
so
on the scale.
I was going to touch on that. So I wouldn't go negative on it because it is a beer. It does have good effervescence. It is drinkable. But you are completely correct. It is not what the label says. And if I purchased it, I would be upset about it. I would not go back again looking for a pumpkin beer. I might go back and look for, it's a good fizzy beer. It's a good, it's like a seltzer water, only a beer. So there's actual malt to it. You get a little bit of body to it. I would give it a 1 point. And so in my scale, that would be an F. So I go by the A, B, C, D, E, or A, B, C, D,
See,
F.
I go differently.
Right?
Yeah.
That's how I look
So
at
for
1
me,
through
I go
5.
like a 4 is a B because it's 80% of a 5. That's how I think of it.
Yeah,
But
well, I consider like higher than 3.5 is a
Gotcha.
B. 5
One
to
is-
me is
either way,
is,
one's still
is
an F.
unicorn. Like that
That's true.
doesn't happen. That happens like 3 times in your life.
Gotcha.
Like I don't give
And I
out
gave
5s
it an
very easy.
incomplete.
that's a good way to grade.
Not yeah,
Incomplete.
Wow.
Did not finish what you said you were going to
just
do.
a bunch of beer. What yeah, not snob. Yeah, snobs. Beer snobs.
Yeah.
That's what you should call this. The
Beer-
BrewHaha
beer
beer
snobs.
snob crew.
Special edition.
Well, good. All right, so I'm going to pass around another one.
Well, good.
So this beer,
Better have
we're
pumpkin
going to
in it this
split
time.
between 2 people.
Got 4 of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 4 of them, so we're going to split between 2 people.
Okay.
Depends on how much beer you want to drink, too. I mean,
Yeah.
you can...
Adam, we can
you.
probably just get a little bit out of that.
All right, I got to read the
get
label of
another
this
red
one
Solo
now
cup
that we're
down
reading
here.
labels.
Did you get a red solo cup?
Well, one for John.
John, here, I'll just give you. I'm going to
Here
do a
you
little
are.
bit of
I don't know where
this,
those went.
So this one is also a pumpkin.
and then
Yes.
I'll give him this can.
So this
Yeah,
is
do
the Great Gourds of Fire. Fire roasted pumpkin ale with spices from Hub, which is actually totally spoken out is Hopworks Urban Brewery, which is out of Oregon. It's right
Okay.
at the base of Mount Hood. That's a really cool brewery. They do a lot of great stuff. They do the Abominable Snowman, which is an incredible winter ale. It ranks very high on my book, so I always talk highly about
that's
that
yours
beer.
in case you need it down the road.
It's got a cool picture of a pumpkin on it, so I'm hopeful.
Okay, Adam, you're up.
I haven't sipped it yet because
Oh, you gotta sip- okay, you gotta sniff
going
it?
through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
Man, I just smell.
Swirl.
Okay, I smell pumpkin on this one a little bit.
I don't like lemon. I'm not a fan.
Well, you should pour it better.
Be truthful.
Travis can't do the boob pour, and he's very
I'm
disappointed.
terrible at anything besides a boob pour.
Ooh. Oh, bueno.
So this one's darker.
Here's the thing that's bugging me.
Has the spices, definitely. I haven't tried it yet, but
I don't know if I've ever tried pumpkin before. Like, I don't think I've just had.
well, that's good because then you're just having
Like
a
eating a pumpkin?
Yeah, so I don't know if this tastes like pumpkin or not.
You got pumpkin pie.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. Pumpkin pie, but pumpkin pie spice.
That's true.
Sure.
You never had
Eat
squash?
pumpkin.
Like pumpkin?
I've had squash, but I haven't had pumpkin.
You never
I mean,
had.
Right. I've had cooked like gourds, like.
Sorry, I should have started the night. Let's have a pumpkin dinner, and then
Yeah. Let's just see this pumpkin.
Some cooked
Hey, I've got some half carved ones on my front steps. I can grab
let's
that.
go
we
can
could
grill
gnaw
it.
on
roast it
that.
Grill
up
it.
over the
Yeah,
barbecue.
probably
and-
rotten. Seriously, rotten.
It'll have real flavor.
Squirrel's been eating it.
Okay, so with this one for me, it's interesting. I feel like when I drink when it's okay, so the beer has the head and it has the fluid aspect of it. The fluid doesn't taste very. The flavors aren't very powerful. They're kind of like smooth, I suppose. But then the froth is where I'm getting all that spice from.
Yeah.
Which I kind of like. It's like I like drinking the froth part more than I like drinking the beer part.
Yeah, I'm catching it in my mustache, and it's kind of
Right. Yeah. So I don't know. I think this one sits somewhere between these two because I do like that spice when I'm drinking that froth part. So I don't know. I guess I would give this like a 3.25 or something.
3.25.
It's also kind of hard to tell in the cups that we're using, but if you tilt it at a side and you kind of look at it, it also does have a pumpkin color to it. That's
Yeah,
also
the color's
another
nice.
another sign.
Joanne, what are you
Sticking
catching
to
in
the
your
theme.
mustache?
I just waxed.
Whoa.
I know what I'm doing in the morning.
I'm just kidding.
I'm giving this one a 2.5. I don't know. There's a weird aftertaste to me with this one.
Kind of that smoke.
I don't know. I don't like
That-
the aftertaste.
That campfire.
So
smoke.
you don't think you would go for another? No biasness.
Not on this one.
Not on
no.
this one. Okay. And then John?
Still marinating on this one.
I know Dave's supposed to go in front of him.
Yeah, that's true. Dave, you're up next.
Jumping,
We'll let John.
jump in the order.
My bad.
He's got time to drink more of that beer.
I don't like the finish on this one. I mean, the initial taste is good, but then the finish, it just keeps coming back extra bitter. And it's not a pleasant bitter.
Yeah, so that's from the smoke. Anytime you add smoke, they added a little bit of peat to it, so it'd be like your peat scotches.
That's what I'm getting is the peat.
And
Yeah,
it's it's a builder, like especially as you drink more in your mouth, the more it catches in your mouth, kind of that flavor. Your palate builds it.
John.
Mr. October.
Well, I would.
Yeah, get in there. Sing karaoke in it. Let's go.
You know, I can't taste anything special with this one. As far as a rating goes, I'd probably put it at a 3.75. I get that aftertaste that I don't really enjoy, but at the same time, the craft I think is actually really nice, and I think the actual adding the pumpkin into it is kind of good for those that really want a pumpkin brew, but at the end of the taste, I'm just not a big fan. So,
All right.
Travis.
Let's see here. This I would give a 3.82947. And the reason it's higher than the last one,
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. What was it?
3.8297. And the reason it's not like the last one is better, I'm imagining what pumpkin would taste like. So I feel like this tastes more like pumpkin than the last beer. So if we're going off of pumpkin taste, I don't like the beer, though. It tastes more pumpkin-y, and maybe that's why I don't like the beer. So as a beer that I would drink, it's a 2.173333333. Yeah. I don't know. I had to change.
3 with a line over the top.
3 with the line over it.
Okay, gotcha.
Finish.
Yeah.
Would you have still said that if I had made the whole comment about it not being pumpkin? Would you still have disliked it as much?
No, it tastes like pumpkin to me.
Oh, okay.
It just doesn't. It's just not a beer that I would drink because probably to me, because it's just too much pumpkin that I've never had.
What do you imagine it would taste like?
This is what I'm thinking it would be
This
like.
is what pumpkin tastes like.
Yes. Jen.
All right, Jen, where are we at?
Okay, I give it a 2.11.
Okay.
One because the color. Are you making fun of me?
No, I think I gave the 2.1733333.
No, you didn't.
I know I did a 3.829744.
Okay. Anyways, the color. Don't trust it.
Mm.
Also, the person that poured my beer, all the head
Sean.
on top looked like a root beer float.
That's because it was. I had threw some ice cream in there earlier.
And yeah, I didn't like the taste or the aftertaste of it. I would go for this one again
Inuit.
before I went for this one.
Agreed. Exactly what I said, but
Nope.
from a female
I
version.
said it first.
So.
Heard it here first.
Female version of what I said. Apollo Maren.
So
Big fan.
super nuts, but a hard pass. I would not go back for this.
What's that?
I would not pick this. It looks like pumpkin, and to your comment, Travis, I think it tastes like what a badly cooked pumpkin might taste like.
Mm-hmm.
But it does have that really bad aftertaste. I agree with all. It's not like you have to keep drinking, and so that you don't have the aftertaste. Like you take a sip, and as soon as it comes, you got to take another one, and you got to take another one, so you don't get that. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go lower the Jen because on the Price is Right, you don't want to go over. So I'm going 1.98.
Wow.
Okay, so you said what a bad pumpkin would taste like. So have you? Then you never have had pumpkin.
No, so I've actually eaten pumpkin. Yeah, but I've not had a bad one, and I'm pretty
Okay.
sure this is what it would take. Like.
What did you eat?
I agree.
What was it? The pumpkin that you ate? Like, what was it? Like was it like you cooked it? Like, how do you eat pumpkin? That's what I'm trying to figure it out.
And why?
You've never had. That's why I thought it was strange that you never had pumpkin. So when we
pumpkin
would
soup before, I've done a lot of pumpkin stuff.
But did they do spices like you would expect?
No, I use it as like as a squash or as a gourd.
Kind of like a spaghetti squash.
Yeah.
you can have it like
can
spaghetti,
roast it
like
like
it's
that way,
stringy. Yeah.
There's all kinds of, that's the other thing. Everybody just only knows like the jack-o'-lanterns. There's a whole bunch of different styles of pumpkins. So I mean, there's pumpkin pie.
That's what
there's
Corey Bentley had told me. He's like, oh yeah, no, you don't make what jack-o'-lanterns are for pumpkin pies.
Yeah, no
clue.
completely different. Yeah.
No, yeah, they don't. Those not taste
Yeah, it's
good.
kind of like the Cinderella pumpkins. That kind of, they call it that because it looks like the horse and buggy that she rode off in. It's kind of flat and it's kind of got all the. Those are when you open that up, those are super sweet inside and don't taste anything like pumpkin.
Yeah, just like you.
Yeah.
You're just pumpking out the facts right now.
Super sweet inside.
Yeah. All right, are you
But
done with
doesn't-
your rating?
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like this is getting closer. It definitely has quite a bit of the extra spices to it to kind of cover up or kind of just blend in what a lot of people think of
Of what
as
pumpkin would be.
like a pumpkin pie sort of thing. I love this brewery. I also reading on their label. I love that they posted on here that it's made with Bella Farms pumpkins. So I'm assuming that's a
Local,
small,
probably.
local.
Yeah.
So it's support local work together. The fire roasted part. I feel like they added some smoke to it, and then they kind of added that. If they'd actually kind of really roasted it, I think we would have got a different flavor from that, and that could have definitely balanced it out a little bit better.
And
But
I know
I'm just judging without.
So I know
researching
that remember when we were growing up as kids?
Yeah.
And maybe you guys remember this too.
What are we?
It's been quite a few years for you guys. But the tongue used to be broken out into like 8 different spots where it's like, well, this is where you taste
Your taste
sour.
buds, yeah.
But now they say, well, that was just we didn't know. But every taste bud is made equally in the same. There is no sour side of your tongue, and I can understand that. Okay. But I feel like my tongue does do this, like, where you have like a sour head, like a
feel it
candy
in the back of
you
your
feel
throat,
it here,
like
like
in
on
your
your
jaw.
tongue. Yeah. That's what I feel with. Why am I getting like a sour? Is that what you were saying something that it makes it makes my tongue on the sides just go.
It's like
"Ugh."
tart kind of.
Yeah.
So that's just the different balance of it. Like that could be from the smoke, where it's just your tongue's kind of reacting to it. This is like also going from a whole bunch of different flavors, and like your palate's kind of.
Yeah.
So basically,
trying
I'm
to
just
bounce between
waterboarding
them.
my friggin'
Well,
tongue
also,
right now.
I
is what you're
think
saying.
the first one was kind of sweet in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have kind of a sweet tooth. That's might be why I like it. But
Yeah, it had the same amount of spices, but just a little sweeter.
Yeah, but
So what did you give it? What's your
Oh,
rating?
so I give this a 2. I feel like it's got the pumpkin flavor to it. It's got the spice to it. It's still. Would I go back for more? Would I point people in their direction? I definitely point that direction to the brewery. I definitely go say check out Hop Urban Work Brewery, but I would not point them at this beer. No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
smoked
go
and
for their
roasted
winter
are
ale.
2 different things. They're 2 different tastes.
Yeah.
The smoked taste is one thing, and a roasted taste is another.
Yeah.
And when the smoke's too high, it's just kind of acidic and kind of.
Yeah, that's what happens with a lot of cheeses and people that are trying to start with their smoker but haven't worked out the bugs yet. So I'm passing out this one. This says
Next beer.
This is a cider. So this is the same thing. I have a 4-pack, but I say you split it between 3 people because you're not going to need. It's going to be pretty sharp. Again, start with a small sip.
I can put
medium
mine in
sip.
the cup. I'm cool with that.
Does anybody want to pour their last one in this joint cup?
She wants to pass on the leftovers.
What are you making a graveyard?
You wanna do a
pumpkin
graveyard
beer?
beer?
Yeah, graveyard of
A little bit of everything. And
That is why you only gave it 2.11.
Yeah.
you gotta hear the pour.
That's really good, Adam.
Yeah, that was
good-
fresh right there.
Good ambiance. Thank you.
I don't know where we're at.
Yes.
A little bit down on that mic over there,
On
on the hot mic.
hot mic, Maren.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Because that's okay. You're
Jen,
fine.
you're too loud.
You talk the same.
No,
You're
talk
fine.
the same way
talk
you
the
were.
same.
Talk
I'm
the
just
same way
turning
you
it
were.
down a little bit. So don't feel like you have to go quieter because we're gonna go.
This
quieter.
one smells like a fart.
Oh my god.
it does.
Well, that's also why you're adjusting your palate because
Yeah.
it's gonna come off really sharp at first because it is a cider versus a beer.
Mm-hmm.
We had to mix it in one cider.
Yeah, no, I like ciders.
Seattle Cider Company, which is partners with two beers. They're in Seattle, right by the by the train tracks, south of Soto. Pretty sure it's Soto still, but it's that same area.
I am not a fan of ciders right now. Hand to God, hate ciders, hate sours.
Really?
Sorry.
I don't like sours that much. I like ciders.
Sparkling applesauce.
Again, don't judge it on the first sip. You gotta adjust your
Yeah.
palate.
I'm
Just
trying to
your
adjust my
palate.
palate, but my tongue is into my stomach. It's shrunk up.
Too much pumpkin.
Physiologically,
Dude, it's literally like
impossible,
afraid. It's
but-
afraid every time I sip this thing. My tongue's like trying to like run away like a cat.
All right, so ingredients: fresh pressed Washington apples, cane sugar. Oh, that's interesting.
Okay, it's good again. I like it.
Pumpkin spices.
Not a fan of ciders though.
6.9 too, so we're closer to 7 again. That's also because it's a cider and
All
made
right.
with Washington apples.
Yeah. Can I try a little bit more of that?
Oh, he wants to taste more of the fart.
I do. It kind of smelled like that swish stuff we did in elementary school.
Oh, yeah, I missed that stuff.
Yeah.
I had to,
Yeah.
Fluoride, for like
yeah, the
yours.
fluoride. I had to get a side note not to take it anymore. I hated it. My tongue's doing the same thing. That's what. Good call, Adam. This is
We wish
fluoride.
they could do, like,
Pumpkin fluoride.
So
They
it's a
didn't do
cider.
that
It's a little
in
bit sharper. A little cloying, sweet.
Excuse me.
Joanne is literally
Better out than in.
bubbling over here.
After every beer, I'm shocked nobody else does.
Also, I want to point out too that they say that there's spices in here. Do we see any floating spices? They completely filtered it out. So I mean, that's kind of cool that they did that. So you're not getting spices stuck in your teeth, so you don't have to.
Yeah.
Right, that's true. That's a good point.
So it's a good date beer.
I don't think so.
It's
no.
a good date beer.
I don't think so.
It's a
Because
seltzer.
when you pour it, you'd still get some.
All right,
Even if it
Adam.
was on the bottom.
Well, it is quite a switch going from the beers to this. And so I'm having a little bit. I still have, even though I tried the sipping method, I'm still having little residuals from the others. But I think, and I generally like ciders, but it's not something I can go for more than one of. And I think with this one, it's the same sort of story. It's not my favorite cider I've had. I'd probably say I'm not getting the pumpkin, but I'm getting the spices.
Yeah.
I'm getting the apple.
No, for sure. Yeah.
And it's probably going to get, like, for me, it's nothing special. So I guess I'd go 2.5 on it.
Was that a gasp? Jim?
Yeah, it was. I kind of liked it at first. I didn't. First I thought, and then after a few things, I like it. I think it's refreshing, and I could do a couple, 3.
Couple 3. That's 7%. Hell yeah.
Walking home
And then I'd be
tonight.
home. So I'm giving it a 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. To me, this tastes like an apple pie.
Yeah.
It's, I don't get the pumpkin. I get apple pie totally. But if you're drinking pumpkin beers with that spice,
Yeah.
cleanse your palate with this, then you can go back and have another couple pumpkin
Yeah.
beers, and they wouldn't be so heavy. So
I guess I was wrong about this. I keep getting nodded at. Like, are you listening, honey? I'm sorry.
All right, John, hook it up. What's your diagnosis?
I would say that this, just like Dave was saying, an apple cider, an apple crisp or something to that effect. But I don't really taste the pumpkin in it, but that could be because we just drank some pumpkin beer. But I actually enjoyed it, and I thought that it was refreshing just the same. And I do like that it actually does have Washington apples in it. I like that the fact that it does have some pumpkin and some spice in it, but you just can't taste it. So I would sit on a 4 point, maybe 1.5 on this. I actually quite enjoyed it. So
John, you're giving the most thought out. Besides Sean, I'd say like I like how you're working through it as we're listening. It's good. You're giving an honest answer, and I
know,
like it.
Going first sucks
Yeah.
because I feel
We
like
can
I'm.
switch the order.
Wait,
No,
are
no,
you
that's-
saying we're not giving honest answers?
No,
down
you
on the
are,
end?
but I feel like John, and that's probably because he is third up, right? Or fourth up, I should say. I know. Hey, I've had some beers, some pumpkin beers,
A couple
some
And
more
cider.
pumpkin than others. But here's mine. My mom for Thanksgiving every year will make 2 pies. She will make a pumpkin pie
And a lemon.
and an
Apple
apple pie. John, but
American
Very
apple
close.
pie.
almost got it. Joann almost got it. But an apple pie, a lemon pie. Do you do?
And a chocolate. And I don't
Do you do that for Thanksgiving?
No, but my mom always did.
For Thanksgiving?
Chocolate pie, a lemon
For
pie.
everything, kind of for everything.
Yeah.
Every. Okay,
Good German one.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, but we have pumpkin around here and we have apples around here. We don't have lemon trees around
No,
here.
we don't have. But
That's what my brother liked.
and when life hands you lemons,
You make
you
lemon
make
pie.
lemon pie.
Pumpkin pie.
So I've got. So I will have a slice of each, and this is after the dinner. This is usually when the kids kind of go off. They're doing their. They're putting together the Christmas villages and stuff. They're now moved to Christmas, and now me and my brother and a few others are probably sitting down playing some cards, maybe playing some board games or whatever. And I have 2 slices in front of me, a slice of apple and a slice of pumpkin. And that's kind of what it's, after you said that, it kind of tastes like, that's exactly what I feel like after I'm done. I've had both those pies, and now I'm done, and I'm sipping my coffee.
So I give it a 1.
Yeah.
I give it actually, so reminiscing aspect, I'd give this like a 5.
Whoa.
But if as a reminiscing.
Unicorn.
You literally said you don't like
No,
ciders.
as a reminiscing.
I'm just saying.
So
This, but
because of
in,
your...
in real life, me drinking this ever again in my entire life, 0. Never will ever have this again.
But you wouldn't have
It's
it.
the best thing
it
I've
was
had,
a
but I
uni-
hate
that as a
it was a
personal
unicorn.
challenge.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the one time he's going to say.
Okay, fine, I'll have it again. But but I'll be mad.
Until he remembers Christmas.
Friggin' upset with you. All right, Jen.
No, I was not a fan
Of what?
of this. Oh, there's hair in my cup.
That could be it.
Your hair.
It was yours.
Mine tastes like hair.
It tastes like hair.
Like
freshly
pumpkin
washed.
hair.
I was not a fan. First, like sparkling beer.
It's not beer, it's cider.
Cider. Whatever. Good God. Not a fan. It really tastes like applesauce with a bunch of cinnamon in it to me.
Well, now I like it
That's
more.
the best. Yeah.
And
Need a few chunks.
ugh. This might go with the liquid diet thing again, though. Like if I were on a liquid diet and I guess I wanted applesauce and cinnamon.
Time out. Isn't liquid diet when you have diarrhea? Like, isn't that what they say if you're on a liquid diet?
I don't want to drink anymore.
I don't think
No, if you don't eat enough when you're on a liquid diet, you just don't produce.
I thought liquid diet was I was sick with a liquid diet,
Well,
and that
if
was
you're
like, what's
trying
that?
to
I
clear
was
yourself out, that's
diarrhea.
different.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I
like
didn't
if
mean.
they wired your jaw shut and you couldn't eat food and you were on a liquid diet.
But I thought that was a saying. I've never heard liquid diet except for when someone's like, "I was on a liquid diet this weekend." Right out.
who do you talk
I was
to?
getting juiced. I was on a juice cleanse. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I give it a 2, and we're gonna move on from there.
I'm liking it the more I drink it.
All right, give her another one.
No, I got one.
She's still
All
got
right,
plenty
Maren.
in front of her.
You guys have a lot of liquid diets. I
These are
know.
gone. Oh, no,
So
it's-
I don't taste the pumpkin. I taste the spice.
Yeah.
So kind of what you're saying, like it's that spiciness with the apple. You taste, obviously it's a cider. You're gonna have the apple, but I do get a little bit of the spice. But the spice is more of what I would think would be added to pumpkin. It's still not pumpkin. So I mean, it's hard to compare it to the beers because to me it's in a different category. It's a cider. It's not a beer.
Right.
I know, that's why I threw it in there.
So-
I
I have a
throwing
question.
curveballs in there.
I have an answer.
Okay, can something have pumpkin spice but not pumpkin flavor?
Yes.
Like, are there spices? Is that what this is? It's
Yeah.
like an apple. It's like a cider with
Yeah.
pumpkin spice.
This is a
Yes.
Pumpkin spice
There's
latte.
no pumpkin
Pumpkin
flavor, but it's
spice
just
latte.
the spices that would
Pumpkin
go with a
sp-
pumpkin pie or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, pumpkin spice
Yeah.
latte. Is there really pumpkin in that
Yeah,
latte?
I wish.
No.
it'd be
I'd-
amazing.
puree.
That's like
Did you
bacon
know all
flavored
this before you
everything.
were dating him? Because you seem really smart about all this.
I don't know him. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry.
Beerenthusiast.com.
No, so I'm gonna go.
She knows her beer.
I'm gonna go like 3.5. 3.5.
3.5. Okay. So I just
Final
threw this
answer.
one here just to be just to throw a curveball in. I tried to find more hard ciders. I'm sure there are more pumpkin hard ciders that are probably have more actual pumpkin in it. I know that I've made an actual cider with pumpkin in it where I kind of just put the pumpkin in while it was fermenting and then filtered it out, and so then it took on a pumpkin color. This also, like I pointed out, there's no spice in it. You know, it's completely crystal clear, just like a cider would be. Yeah, and I mean, it definitely took on the spices. As a cider, I mean, a lot of ciders are like overly sweet. I don't think this was overly sweet, so maybe that spice kind of brought down the sweetness a little bit, kind of balanced it out, so it's a little bit easier drinking of a cider. But that being said, in the category where it says pumpkin spice, it does also, I wanted to point out the name of this cider is Pumpkin Spice.
Mm-hmm.
So it had pumpkin spice.
Right.
Did it have pumpkin? I don't know. But it did say pumpkin spice. So it is labeled what it is. So I'd give this one
Drum roll.
a 3.2.
Mm.
You only did that to go less than what I said.
Oh, no. This is my rating scale because, I
think we should make
as
him
a
go
cider, it's not the
first
best
from now
cider
on.
I've ever had, but it's what it says it is.
What is your favorite cider? Just
That's a good question. I love Chelan cider. I think that they have a couple of different ones. I think it's the gold one. I think it has a little bit more body to it. It's a little more viscous, so it's a little like thick sweet,
yeah, okay.
kind of like a late harvest Riesling sort of sweetness. I like that because I think it brings out more of the apple flavor
Yeah.
versus a lot of these are really
Kinda
crisp
thin.
and really thin. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think you should stick with more actual apple. You know, brings out more flavor to it. Yeah,
Love it. That's
Or
that's a combination
apple.
of apple and caramel.
Apple.
Aperol.
apple.
good.
Exactly. So now sticking kind of on the same theme, this is from Ghostfish Brewing, which is a gluten-free brewery. So that's where we had the cider, which would be gluten-free.
I'll pass, thank you.
And this one doesn't have any gluten in it.
I like my gluten.
We only have one can of it. It's a 16-ounce can, so
We all
Oh.
take a sip and
So we
get
have to
COVID.
fight over
Travis doesn't get to
So
pour.
we each get 2 ounces.
yep, exactly.
Why?
There's
Okay.
8 of us, so 2 ounces
I
each.
drink all mine. Why? Where's my cup at?
That's yours.
This is mine.
Mine was all empty.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Is that-
There's
that
another
empty?
beer right in front of you, sir.
No, he wanted his red solo cup. He's friends with it right now.
Is this your red?
Okay.
Now everybody's
This was
losing
mine,
track.
I didn't
That's why
buy.
I have
didn't
a
like
Sharpie if you need to write your name on it.
Mine is right here in my hand.
Mine's off
No.
the table.
That would share COVID.
Okay, well I'm gonna pour
Okay,
mine. Rather
while you're passing that around, and I have a joke. What do you
Ah.
call a pumpkin that you drop?
A smashed pumpkin.
Smashing Pumpkins, the band.
I'm gonna laugh because I'm such a nerd.
Wait.
A dumpkin.
No, stop. That's so loud.
Sorry.
Uh,
My drum roll.
hold on. A pumpkin that you drop?
Yeah.
Too heavy.
Squash.
Ah!
That's a gourd one.
That's such a dad joke.
Yeah. I know, Travis and I sound like.
That was me. Actually, it was really funny.
I mean, it kind of sounded like you.
Did you pour it in yourself?
No, I didn't pour it.
We need 4 ounces back
Okay,
down here too.
Here you go. Here's
really?
more for
Here.
them.
Is it yours, John? All right, you guys got to sniff that.
Oh, yeah, I smell the spice in this one.
Smell it from. Is Sean going first this time?
Oh, do you want me to? Hold on. I'm the last one to pour it, and I get to go first. Okay.
Oh, we're doing a reversal. You know what? Actually,
I
no.
don't mind doing that.
No. I like
me a
his at
second.
the
I
end.
Whoa.
I like his at the end because
Whoa.
he gets to give us. Adam, you go first. I'm sorry, you got the most.
Because I also haven't looked at the label too. I like to look at the
Yeah.
label and point out.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Don't do it.
This is drinking potpourri.
I would like this so I can.
I also
add
want to
the
point out
picture.
this is
You're done.
gluten free. So
Oh, you're fine. I just want you.
so
to
they've
crush
used
it.
other
Are you
ingredients.
doing that?
Yeah. Wow.
No, I won't even take another sip.
Adam. Adam, you okay over there?
It's reminding me of. I mean, I said potpourri, but it reminds me of something like that. It's got this very hugely spice forward flavor.
Like a big heavy dump, and then you spray the potpourri can, and it's this mixture after Thanksgiving.
Disgusting.
I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
John almost lost it. John almost
Throwing up
This
right
is
now.
like after I have
Can't
like
take him literally
John,
over here.
John almost just spit that all over Joanne.
This is like after I have a liquid diet. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know we were doing that contest. The first to puke.
I don't like it. I don't think I'd go back for this, and I don't think I'd really enjoy my first try with this. So it's got to get a 0 from me.
So another thing that stands out on this, that's probably what you guys are struggling with, is it's a Belgium yeast. So that's a lot of the flavor that you're getting.
Gotcha.
And if anybody knows the Belgium, it stands out very distinctive, and that's the finish that you got.
Yeah, I don't love it.
Well, it doesn't love you, Adam. All right, Joanne,
I have a
hook it up.
liquid diet after this.
I don't
So-
care for it either, and now I'm thinking it tastes like the first one. So I
see,
went
I
from
like the
5
first
to
one, though.
I don't know. I need to taste that one again.
Well,
But
there's
this
one
one
right in
I
front of
think
you.
Joanne just has a spin. She just has a magic 8-ball.
I drink it. You just drink it, and if you drink it so long, it doesn't matter, and
Yeah, I guess
then
that's
it
true.
tastes pretty good. It all
They're all
tastes the
tasting better.
same. No, well, maybe if I drink it a little more, I'll like it more.
All right, what about you, John or Dave?
Wow, the first smell, it smelled like a Band-Aid to me.
Yeah.
You
That's
smell your
no, that's actual
Band-Aids, dude.
that description's
And
a
it's like,
legit description.
Who smells their Band-Aid?
I smell my Band-Aids all the
when you,
time.
That is
when you
gross.
first
When you get
open a brand new box, you get that whiff out
Yeah.
of it, and it's like,
Or a cast. You smell that for a while?
that's different.
That'll clear your sinuses.
So
Go
do we
ahead,
get,
John.
Do we get a number? Sorry, did you
Oh,
say
wait, what was
Uh,
you? Yeah.
For me, this is like a 1.
Yeah.
1. Wow. Okay.
There are no 0 beers. Come on.
That's true.
You know.
That's true. Good point.
Gosh, I hate going first. I'm always wrong. I mean, it's got a 1.
Yeah, I would agree with the potpourri. There's a lot of flavor in that, and it was not a beer tasting.
Here, this was
You couldn't taste it as a beer. You could taste it as a scent, and at the end of the day, I probably couldn't finish this beer, even one, and so I'd have to put it down and commit a sin at that point.
Sacrilege.
So John's gonna murder someone?
So,
We're not gonna finish this
well,
I'm done with this beer.
yeah, I'm not gonna
Time to
finish-
kill.
I'm just not gonna finish the beer, and so I would have to give this a 1.
1. Okay. Well, I'm going to surprise
fine.
all you
Averaging 1
guys,
already.
but this thing was probably one of the best tasting things I've had all night long, and I'm not lying. This
Hey,
tastes
everybody has
like
an opinion.
this tastes like ginger snaps with a little pumpkin in it. I taste like a gingerbread ginger snaps mostly molasses. I taste some. Maybe is it molasses I'm tasting? I don't know, but I taste it and I like it. It is delicious.
For real?
I'll have another one. I wish, and this is the one he brought 1 can for. I would have had 5 of these things tonight. Delicious.
Well, I guess your diet needs to go to gluten-free from here.
Dude,
on
I'm
out.
all in on the gluten-free right now. If this is what gluten-free tastes like, you're going to see,
Ghost Fish does some good beers.
I'm literally
They're
going to be
gluten-free.
120
No.
pounds in no time. 'Cause I'm
Okay, then I'm going with you, dude.
Let's do it. All right, Jen. Wait.
Did you give a number?
5.12. It's delicious.
Whoa.
God, that shocks.
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, I'm gonna go on the 0 train
Yes.
because it a really strong smell, odor. I don't like that. I don't like to smell my drink when I'm drinking it. And no, one little sip. I wouldn't. No, no more.
No more.
No
Done.
more. Done. Written off.
Oh, man. That and a stick of butter. I'm good. I'll eat. I mean,
I mean, that's gluten-free.
Yeah, maybe you could like bake with or cook with it or something.
Gross.
that's so good. Gosh, I want to. Is there more?
Yes.
I will have all your COVID that you guys all have and drink the rest of your guys' beers.
Oh no, it all went down that way.
Yeah.
We drink ours. Okay, this tastes like pumpkin to me. It tastes a little bit like pumpkin. It also has, I think, like a gingery flavor. I don't know if it's what they added because it is gluten free to try to.
You can't say ginger anymore.
What?
South
For those
folks.
redheads.
Yeah, you might.
There's
have
no
to-
redheads in this room.
Okay, all right, you can say ginger.
Actual ginger.
Oh,
not
I thought you meant
ginger.
people. Okay. It tastes like people or not.
Yeah, but still, like, not great by any means. It's just
So good.
nah.
Hook it to the veins.
I'm gonna go 3. I'm gonna go 3. It still tastes like pumpkin to me, but not anything special. Not like this special edition podcast. It's just kind of okay.
Time out. Are you saying this is kind of okay? Or are you saying that beer is kind of...
No, I said this is
No,
special.
not like this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I think you said it was kind of like this one. The special case of
No. It's
podcast.
not like the special.
See if you get invited back.
podcast.
Well, I'll take your money.
Oh.
I'll take even more if you want to be on air. You have to pay.
Yeah.
I forgot to start this on this beer. It's called Lunar Harvest from Ghostfish Brewing Company in Seattle. I am a little disappointed that they call it Lunar Harvest Pumpkin Ale. With them using the Belgium yeast, they should have, kind of added that to it, like a saison or Belgium ale, because it kind of sneaks up on you. I would have purchased it without knowing that, and then I would have been super disappointed because that Belgium it's a very strong, it kind of, you can't drink a whole bunch of other things with it. So, I wanted to point out that it is gluten-free. It has water, millet, buckwheat rice, lactose, brown sugar, pumpkin puree, hops, spices, and yeast.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
You keep talking. That's what I'm looking at.
So,
I like the art.
I mean, I like the beer. Even as a Belgium, I think it's a decent representation of the Belgium, where it's not like super overpowering with that yeast, but the yeast does come up in there, and it takes away a lot of that flavor. So then that's why I'm disappointed that it wasn't on the label, because it starts out with the pumpkin spice flavor, but then that yeast kind of finishes it and just takes it completely out of your mouth. So it's like a quick flavor, and then Belgium. If I was in the mood for drinking Belgium yeast or a Belgian beer, that would be perfect for it. But like a Blue Moon is a Belgium.
Yeah.
Where it's got that, even their spiced ones is kind of the same thing. It's spiced on the front. You get that quick taste of spice, but then you get the Belgian finish, and that's kind of the beer that you're used to drinking. So I feel like the label is a misrep to what the beer is. But I'd still give it, for a beer, I give this one a 4 point.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think it's a good beer.
Delicious.
Just not a good pumpkin beer, but a good beer.
Wait, but are we?
So we're
You're writing
rating
it down.
pumpkin beers,
Yeah.
but I'm rating this beer as a decent beer.
I like it. Are we?
Pumpkin.
Is that the last one?
No,
How many we got?
6 more. We have 2 more, or
Okay.
three more.
Okay,
For real?
and that's fine. We're at an hour right now, which is fine.
That's perfect.
Are there
That's good.
2 of you right now? This room just fill up more?
He's finishing everyone that comes around.
All right, so we're gonna pass this one around. This one's from Great
Oh.
Divide. Do you want to start at this end and then go that way?
Whatever.
No,
Well,
no.
let's keep it going
let's
the
keep-
same.
let's
Yeah,
do the same order.
Yeah, same order. So
and that's
maybe I
just
should-
one, and then Adam can pour his and drink.
That's why I was thinking it's easier to
Yeah.
not open it and pass it
Yeah,
down.
no,
I can't quite reach.
You can reach.
This is the same thing, like
Okay,
about
thank
2
you.
ounces each, 16 ounces.
It does have big foot. Oh, it's a stout.
It's a stout, and Sean's
So
going to
this
talk
is
about it.
this is an imperial stout from Great Divide. Great Divide is originally from Colorado, but we do have a Great Divide in
The America right now, I'd say.
no in yes.
Don't go
No,
there,
Great
man.
Divide
Don't go there.
Brewery in Seattle, I think. It's either in Seattle or Everett. I can't remember now, but we have one locally too. They make a lot of great stouts.
It does
The
look like
Yeti. This is also like a version of the Yeti. The Yeti is a great imperial stout.
What are you, an art connoisseur?
It's
know,
made
John's-
several different ways.
You got a
They
bunch
do
of
it
thirsty people here, man. Come on.
chocolate stout. They do it oatmeal stout.
Just
That's
nut
what I
check them each time.
You got it.
I do like how we're pouring over a price tag. That's on top of the. That's on top of.
Oh,
That's the spice. Pumpkin spice.
I didn't even notice.
It's This may be a tampered with can or a taste, I should say.
Teriyaki sauce.
Well, who,
All right,
who
all
puts a
right.
price tag on the? Oh, they put it right on the.
They put it right,
right on the
on
thing.
it.
Oh, that's a bad
It's
spot to put
filtering
it.
it.
Freaking.
Hey, Adam.
Huh? Oh yeah. So I'm not normally much of a stout drinker, but I will say that compared to a lot of stouts I've had, I like this one more so because I think that it has more interest to it, and it actually drinks a little smoother. I will say towards the end, there's a little bit of a aftertaste I don't love.
Like a burnt one?
Kind of burnt
Yeah.
or kind of like just a little bitter for me slightly, but
Take a cigar.
but it is it's a little more flavorful, or at least it has flavors I like more than most stouts. So I think for this one, and ranking it in terms of being a stout for my tastes, I'd give this like a 4.
Okay.
I'd also like to point this out. Let me describe the beer off the label too.
Sure.
So it says pumpkin spiced Yeti, Imperial Stout with coffee and spices.
I can taste the coffee for sure.
Yeah, do you
Yeah.
like coffee?
And then
Actually, I don't drink coffee, but I do like coffee flavor.
And then reading the label, it says pumpkin spice. There reiterates pumpkin spice. So there's no actual pumpkin in this. It's a pumpkin spiced. Again, we're in that spiced.
Right.
And so it's a coffee stout with spices.
Joann. Joann, you're up. Goofball.
I say ditto.
Yes.
I don't like
I don't
Not
like it,
giving
but
him
I
the nod
love
for
it.
the rest of the round.
I don't like stout, but this wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of like what you said.
Yeah.
But I don't taste pumpkin, but you said it's spice. And
Yeah.
but could I sit there and drink a bunch of these? No. But right now I can drink. Anyway, that's what I got to say.
All right, Dave.
See, I like stouts. I can taste the spices in it. It's got a good finish. For a stout, it's a good stout.
It's an
Is it
Imperial
a-
Stout.
Is it like a
9.5.
big pumpkin stout? More than most with the spices, but I give it like a 4.19.
John?
I'd say right off the bat, you can smell that it's a stout. You can taste that it's a stout.
Excuse me.
And then the finish. the finish, you can taste a little bit of bitterness, but you can taste a little bit of the spices at the end. And as far as this one goes, I don't usually drink a stout, but this I might have a drink, and so I'd say
Have a pint
probably a
of
4.25 actually on this one.
Wow.
Thanks, John.
So it's doing about as good as the first one did.
I got a bunch of knickknacks and trinkets on my table. You
For
go to the
playing
dentist.
games.
You go to the dentist. You have no cavities. Like, hey, dig into the bin. Joanne's digging into the bin right now. All right. So for this one, for me, it tastes good to start. Aftertaste, it's an ashtray in my mouth at this point. I'm moving. I want to go back to the potpourri.
Wait, so can I ask, do you like coffee?
With a lot of creamer.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a creamer guy.
Okay, yeah. Not a black.
A lot of creamer. All right, Jen.
My turn.
Did you give a
Oh
score?
yeah, here we go. 2.
2. Okay.
Wow. I'm gonna go with my partners over here with a 4.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a stout fan, but it had a good flavor to it.
And it was easy to dance to.
It was easy to dance to. I would not buy it or drink more.
Agreed.
Very much taste the coffee, but I'm also I like coffee with my creamer
Nice.
person.
Congrats, John.
Now the 9.5 is coming out. That's why I held back, because the last podcast I
think
did
I
a trap.
might raise
We started with the 9%.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off with a joke because it's gonna answer what my percentage is. What did the pumpkin say?
Squash.
No. What did the pumpkin say at happy hour?
Wait, hold on, wait. What did the pumpkin say at happy hour? Hey, got anything here that I can get pie with?
Let's get smashed. Okay. I would get smashed off of this. This is a 5 for me. I love this. I love stouts, and it's got that spice. Like it says, it's a spice. It's right up there for me. It's smooth. I love coffee, which is why I was asking you guys if you liked it when you went around, because to me it's the best of like keep me awake, intoxicate me all in one. Like, yes.
And I mean, for us that don't like stouts and that we liked it,
you can have that
that's
other
saying
one.
something. No, but I mean, that's
Yeah.
saying something because
Yeah.
we liked it, so I can see why
Yeah.
it's a 5 to you.
If you love stouts,
I don't
yeah.
like a stout, but I thought that wasn't bad. You know, that was pretty darn good.
Yes, let's get smashed.
And I like coffee.
All I know is that Dave and Joann, they're just gonna be listening to this thing, this 4-hour
And I'll be
podcast on
so
pumpkin, on
embarrassed.
pumpkin beer, and they're gonna be like, yeah, they're gonna be sitting around the campfire outside,
And I'll be so
drinking some beers,
Pumpkin
and they're
beer.
gonna be laughing like crazy. And then Joanne's gonna be the whole time just, I can't believe it. What do I say?
God, you do know me, dude. Are you my child?
And then she's gonna smack Dave on the arm like 100 times. Why did you
Stop me!
They do know me. Oh my God.
All right, Sean, tell us how we should feel about this beer.
I think it's a great brewery. They do great stouts. They do the Yeti very well. All the different versions of it. I also want to point out that this is an imperial stout that's at 9.5. But is anybody breathing fire? Did anybody?
No.
No.
I waited till the end to tell you that it was a 9.5. You wouldn't know that it's 9.5 until you finish this whole 16 to yourself, and then you'd be knowing it. But
And
yeah.
you love it.
Yeah. So I think this is a great beer. The fact that they just say pumpkin spice, then I can just ignore the fact that there's no real pumpkin in it. There's definitely the spice to it. You get a little bit of that spice. That's very faint. It's really kind of just to go along with it, kind of, and probably balance it out so it's not as breathe fire from it. So yeah. I would give this a 4 point.
Ooh. Did she get it?
She got 3 bars.
Nice. We got. Do you guys go to the casino and gamble a little bit while this beer gets passed around?
Well, not around here, but when we travel, we love to go to the casino. And lately, I've been on
Fire. Just
stout,
like Maren and this stout. Oh, shoot.
Hey, we passed it all the way around so it wouldn't spill, and we still spilled it.
I hope Adam doesn't get pulled over. You smell like beer. Pumpkin beer.
Why do you smell like pumpkin, sir?
Well, I'm not a fan so far.
You have a rag?
I have a vendetta against this one.
No sweatshirts will be damaged in the recording of this.
Do you have anything I could wipe myself off with?
We got that thing behind
Here.
No.
I can take a sock off. Want to borrow a sock?
you. That's the survivor.
This is really.
I saw 2 of these coming at me and I went for the wrong one. Well, this is like a keepsake.
Yeah, but you can.
Mind if I wipe myself off?
And it's all over the floor.
Oh yeah, the floor.
That's
And
okay.
my chair, dude.
I'll
It's
have,
like a movie theater.
I'll have my janitor
kingdom
clean this
in
up
here.
later.
All right. Let's see.
Can I put it down here?
Sure. Well, you asked and you did it without an answer. All right, let's see.
We got it. I'll just put it over there.
What is this one again? This.
Oh, that's
Pumpkin.
This is called the Imperial Pumpkin Porter, the Epic Brewing Exponential Series.
I've been trying to tell him. There's a whole toilet hookup right here.
There is a whole toilet. You can stand over that. You get the shiwi
Oh,
out.
well, I'm coming.
Move,
Sean.
The other side of the garage.
Adam already did over there. That's the liquid diet over there.
I got it all over myself.
What it comes out as?
That's what the extra cup is
That's
here
it.
for.
Actually, yeah. Just go ahead and pee right into it.
Little shishi.
In my cup.
All right.
You don't mind this, you said?
This is the Imperial Porter
Yeah.
from Imperial Land.
No, from
I'm not the
Epic
biggest-
Brewing, which is another one that's down in Colorado, in Denver, Colorado. There's another one. I want to say they're in San Diego as well. There's actually a couple of them, but their original one is in Denver. It's a really cool spot. They got the wood fermenting tanks and stuff.
I think he's trying to line them.
I'm gonna line them up.
got
Take,
one.
and yeah, I'm gonna take a picture of all of them.
this
I got most of those. I'm gonna go ahead and get this one as well. I want to do a picture at the end of the night so we can see what we did.
Don't forget the cider.
Adam,
So this one has a nice tack to it on my fingers. Nice and
It's really-
sticky.
it's got the
Nice and
sweetness to
sticky
it.
now.
That's a little creepy.
This will remove my blackheads and
naturally,
yeah. So again, I'm like
you have
this-
blackheads on your fingers. Is what
No,
you're
I was talking about my face too.
Oh, okay.
What, you don't? Like I said, I don't love stouts, and porters are kind of in the same class for me.
We
So
can still be friends.
okay, thank you. But I hate all people who love stouts and porters,
Except you.
but I can still be friends with them.
Okay.
But this one's fine. I mean, to me, this is.
Enough said.
Anything earlier.
I mean, I was a little bit preoccupied cleaning myself off to actually taste the beer, but I think it went smooth. It was something that I would probably have one of and be okay with. So for me, this is like a 3.5.
3.5.
Joanne,
For me,
don't get anything. Hey, don't get any of your fabrics.
I don't.
Joanne,
What?
don't get any of your fabrics.
Joann's Fabrics.
Don't get any.
He went out of business, dude.
Too soon. That's
Anyway, for a dark beer, I think this isn't really a heavy dark beer, but I don't taste pumpkin and I don't taste spices.
Beer.
I just taste a dark beer
Yeah,
that
I
isn't
agree.
that dark. I mean, to me, it's fine.
That's where I looked on it. I get a hint of a little bit of vanilla to it or something.
It's not your turn.
Kind of sweets, but it was not on the label. So
I just want to interject real quick. I did just burp some up, and it tasted better on like the second. Yeah,
It tasted
I think
better.
that's a mix of everything.
coming out
Yeah,
of
it's
the
probably
beer.
true.
Might
that
have been a
graveyard would
blackhead,
be
I'm
great.
just saying.
That's a graveyard beer right
Yeah,
there.
that could taste amazing.
all right, Dave.
Yeah, as a porter, it's got a little bit of the pumpkin spice, but nothing special.
yeah,
No, kind of like
What would you say points wise?
2.
Joanne, did you do your points?
No, I haven't done them the last few times.
Just gonna pass.
The end.
They're just
Joanne's actually on the floor right now.
It's
we're
beer,
just pouring the
check.
beer on her. See if it absorbs or not.
It doesn't.
So for this one, I don't taste any pumpkin. I don't taste too many spices for this one. It's a stout it's
It's a porter.
it's a porter that I don't know. It's just a standard one for me, and I would give a 3 to this.
He was right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. This thing tastes like a beer. I think someone already said that. It just tastes like a beer to me. I don't taste pumpkin. I haven't burped it up yet.
Just wait. It's great.
I can't wait for my shits tomorrow. And because usually when you get a hard hitting IPA or something, you can smell it. You smell it later, like, oh, I had an IPA last night. It's gonna smell like a pumpkin pie potpourri tomorrow morning. You guys don't have like the IPA, like just smell it.
I don't drink IPAs. No.
Well, that's why.
That's why she doesn't drink IPA.
Then
Incredible poop aroma.
Smells like
Yeah.
roses over here.
yeah, that's what IPA stands for. Good job, Adam. Thank you. This thing just tastes like just a regular old porter to me. Like
But it's not a bad.
It's not
regular
bad.
No,
I
it's
just
fine.
don't taste. Yeah.
kind of
So I
very
think
light
some of
regular.
these, and I'm not saying Imperial Pumpkin Porter is doing this, but I think they may each year say, oh, hey, this is the Shamrock Porter, and this is the something, and it's just the same beer,
Just tagging on.
but it's just tagging on whatever the holiday season is.
Yeah. trying to sell
Yeah.
food product.
Because it doesn't say like it was boiled in
It does say that
ale.
But it has pumpkin.
at
on
the very bottom, it
front,
does say that
trying
they
to-
used pumpkin
throw you.
and spices.
Oh, it's from Utah too.
They don't know what they're
They
doing.
don't know what
They
they're
don't
doing.
try their
They're
own
just
beer,
trying
they just-
blindfolded.
They don't have a taste testing group.
Oh, I could tell you a story.
All right, Jen. Back to Joann. Joann, tell us the story.
You don't want to hear my story. My story.
This is where she's punching Dave in the face at the campfire, saying, "You should have stopped me."
That's why I'm not telling the
That's good. That's
story.
good. All
I will
right.
save you, Joe. Don't do it.
All right, Jen. What do you think about this porter?
John's looking at me with judgy eyes. I'm not a dark beer fan, but the first couple sips, I actually really liked it. But the more sips I had, then I did not like it anymore.
Yep.
Like initially, yes. What?
It tastes like a Tootsie Roll pop.
Yes. It's very smooth.
It's like the chocolate. It's like when you finally hit some of the chocolate.
What is happening? Joe is making out with my husband down there.
And now Adam.
Adam's eyes got really big.
Oh my God.
Amber, I love you.
Joe, we need to hang out more.
Yeah. I recommend you guys bring in all the pumpkin beers.
We still got one more beer to go.
This is so weird. I never know who's talking, you or him. You talk, I look at him, he talks like that. You guys are freaking me out, man.
We
Yeah,
are
we are.
freaking
We're
out.
freaking out.
All right, Jen.
What's my score? 3.75. I like to make it difficult for Sean.
I stopped writing the point.
No, like legitimately, you stopped. You didn't write down half of mine.
You want my seat?
Okay, so it's a dark beer, which based on the last one, you would think that I like a dark beer.
Is Joann going to pee in my yard?
Yes.
Yeah, all the girls need to pee.
coming in hot after.
Joann, you can go to our house.
Too late.
The moment has passed.
She
I'm
don't.
It's going to smell like pumpkin beer out there.
gonna go. I can taste. Okay, so I can taste some pumpkin. This is dark.
Yes. Your joke?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. How many
You got
jokes?
another-
You got more
We're not
jokes.
getting smashed. Come on, Travis. Which clearly not there quite yet, but pretty close. I'm gonna go 3.5. I can taste pumpkin, but it's a dark beer, so it's hard to get those flavors. I don't taste any spice, which I think is what a lot of people were looking for when they were looking for it. But it's not a bad beer. It's a good beer, but it's not something I would go back for over and over again. I'd have it, like once, maybe before kickoff on Thanksgiving Day. Like
Yeah.
Macy's Day Parade, so I could really get
Ooh,
into
yeah.
like
Just like
in that
on your
moment?
cereal.
That's
Yeah.
the yeah.
Raisin Bran and Sun Porter. I like it. Yes.
There you go.
Yes. I'm telling you, this is, yes. So 3.5.
3.5. Yeah.
That's when you go hiking or camping. Is you bring.
Did you find it?
You don't want to
Okay.
bring milk too, so you bring beer
Yeah.
and your cereal.
Oh my
All right,
God.
There's a lot of people peeing right now. Got a pee train.
I'm sorry.
That's quite a few beers.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So Imperial Porter. So that was a 8.5 from Epic Brewing. I think it's porter wise, it's on the strong side for a porter. Pumpkin wise, I didn't really get too much pumpkin. I do feel like I had pointed out earlier, that I got kind of like a nice smoothness on the first couple sips. That I felt like there's like some vanilla in there or something, like a little bit of sweetness to kind of smooth out the corners on it. Because generally, it's like a dark coffee as the flavor. I still got coffee out of it, but yeah. For an Imperial Porter, I think it's pretty high. It's a good. I would rate it pretty high. As them putting pumpkin spice on it, I rate it pretty low.
Yeah.
As an Imperial Porter, I'd put it at a 4.5. As a pumpkin spiced, I'd put it at like a 2.5. Because I mean, it's misleading on what it is.
Yeah, sure.
You said it's like they're normal, but they just slap whatever.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
would
it could
agree.
be.
Yes.
I don't taste the spice or anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And they
Yes.
can put that on the label and just like go in and just sprinkle like an ounce into 500 gallons.
Right.
You wouldn't know the difference, right? But they can put it on the label because they did it, right?
Right.
Jack Daniels is notorious for that. So it's Tennessee whiskey with
Honey.
Honey or something.
no, with the Tennessee maple.
Oh,
You know what Tennessee maple is? It's basically the maple that grows in anywhere in Tennessee, but they've trademarked the plant the maples that grow around their brewery, and and it's the exact same thing. They put like 2 ounces to every 5,000 gallons.
Wow.
So they put it in there
Because they know
it's
what-
in there.
They know that formula, the formula everybody likes sells, so they don't want to switch. it
Jack
up too much,
Daniels is
right?
amazing. They have so many really cool selling points that they've basically created.
Yeah.
So anybody that's getting into advertising or promotions, like study their company. They have a lot of really cool ways that they've made things seem like they're big and bold, but they really aren't that much of anything.
If you're still listening to this,
All right, we have one beer
power's
left.
out probably. You're related. Or you're stuck in gridlock traffic.
Yeah.
But thanks for hanging with us. This
Or
is
you're their supervisor.
or you report to one of these people.
Oh my God, I hope not.
So this is from New Belgium. This is called the Atomic Pumpkin. And it said special is crossed out and says spicy release.
Just one.
Just one, and it's only 12 ounce. So,
we gotta
you have 1.5 ounces to share.
That is
'Kay.
fine.
Or each
All
person
right.
gets
I
1.5
feel like we
ounces.
should-
Adam, please don't.
That's why I
pop
saved it for
this
last.
Everywhere.
That way, you're
Okay,
getting intoxicated, and it's really difficult to pour 1 ounce. And
Yes.
Yeah.
you really
No,
only need
it's
1
not.
ounce to.
Do you need me to pour yours, Joanne?
Whoa, that's a low.
Well,
that's a
he's
low-
being chivalrous.
That's a low Joe
Being
blow.
chivalrous.
Whatever. You just said how old I was like 20 minutes ago.
No. That was like 45 minutes ago.
Oh.
You're losing track of time.
I said 20 minutes ago. Yeah. Old?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, here we got. Raise your hand if you're in this room and under 40.
In my mind, you told
talked
me.
about it.
You
We did.
told me
It
it's
is
all
about
in your head.
Jen, when are you turning 40?
In 10 years.
Bullshit.
I thought we were friends. I don't have a cup.
All right,
That's
Adam.
interesting.
This is called the Voodoo Ranger
1 ounce, I can't tell.
Atomic Pumpkin
Atomic Pumpkin spicy
Wow.
release.
Spicy Release, which is going to be us tomorrow.
Glad I don't live with you, Travis.
You're my kind of guy.
There you go.
That's interesting. It's almost like a novelty because it is spicy. It's like really like
Oh yeah,
it's sticking with me.
yeah. That's also why I saved this for last. So
Yeah.
we'll stick with you for the rest of the
Yeah,
night.
it's like almost got like a cayenne type thing to it. So it's interesting.
I've never had this before.
Yeah.
So when it crossed out spicy, I wasn't sure if they meant like the pumpkin spice
Right.
or they meant an actual spice, but there's definitely,
Definitely
a
a
bite
spice,
to
yeah.
it. Yeah.
It's like a cake.
A Carolina Reaper in that thing.
That's interesting. It's
okay,
like in the
that's
back of my
strong.
throat.
It's not that strong because it hits you and then goes away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it
So
does.
It's
all
kinda- it's
brewed
like-
with
lingers, but
pumpkin,
it's not-
cinnamon,
it's not
and
killing
chilies.
you.
Yeah, I'll say it's
John
not.
found that.
It's not like
You're talking over your
my
breath.
mouth isn't on fire.
Joanne, go back outside and pee.
I kind of like it. You know, it's as a novelty, like I said. It's not something I can go back for more than just one. You know, but as like a thing that I would drink for fun once in a while. Kind of like somebody who likes. I don't like flaming hot Cheetos, but I like spicy food sometimes, but I don't get it all the time. So I would try this occasionally. It's so for what it is, I'd give it like a 3.75.
Ditto.
And that's it. No comments.
Well, I would honestly have to have a little bit more to make a better opinion.
1.5 ounces is not enough. You need 16.5 ounces.
No, but I would need a little bit.
You can have the rest of mine. I don't want it.
Yeah, there's still some in the can too.
No. I mean, I don't know. I got nothing to say.
You have plenty to say. You're just not saying it.
Oh my God, you freaked me out.
You have plenty.
Talk and I look
You
at
have plenty
him.
to say.
I
You're just
always
not
have
saying
You're
plenty.
just
it.
not saying
I'm
it.
shy.
Okay.
Say it together. 1, 2, 3. You've got plenty to say. You're just not saying it.
Come play with us.
Now you guys are weird. It's like a weird Chucky show.
This is
Red round, red round.
Where are we? Who are we?
We're at Dave.
Dave. Okay.
Ooh, but that's kind of.
It is
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those jalapeno beers you get.
Yeah.
You know that you want to keep drinking and drinking because it keeps
As soon
it
as
cool
as soon as you stop, then it gets spicy.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's got just a tiny pumpkin spice to it. Not a lot, but you can taste it. It's more about the heat than about the pumpkin.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Weirdly, I just took a little sip, and it's kind of almost like a sweetness to it on the next sip. It's like a honey type thing or something. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Oh, that was my spitter.
No, this is our.
For spit outtakes. John.
I always like a nice spicy meal, and so with this, I would say this was probably the most entertaining beer out of all of them. It hits your palate, and it hits all different areas as far as spice goes, as far as and that's with the pumpkin spice, but also with the chilies in there. I would say at the end there it hits you a little bit more, so you kind of want to go back for a little bit more and more, and soon enough you finish the beer. So anyway, I would say that this was probably a 4.5 for me.
Oh wow, it's high.
Wow, yeah. 4.5.
Travis.
Can you pay attention to your guys?
Sorry, I'm
twin, one or
posting.
the other, I
I'm
don't
posting
know.
in content. I'm doing content. Sorry, guys. When you do content, you got to paste. You got to post. You got to poop. So,
Do you gotta
Okay.
Plus, we're running over our time. We only
Yeah.
rented this for an hour.
you did. Everyone owes me $40 for my birthday.
Because you turned 40?
I turned 40.
How old did you turn?
Turned 40. I'm feeling all beers. Adam may need an Uber home.
Huh?
I thought we were all staying here.
Yeah.
Where'd all you
I
come
thought
from?
that was part of the rent.
Oh my god, you sounded just like him.
This beer was spicy. I don't know what it is
a
that it
headline.
reminds me of, but it reminds me of. Oh, you know what it reminds me of?
Enchilada.
You have tikka enchiladas at Mazatlan. Get those while they're hot. But at Cole Street, they sell
Oh, yeah.
popcorn.
kettle-
The kettle corn. It's like the Chicago Fire or whatever it's
Blue
called.
Barn Kettle Corn and Chicago Fire. Yeah.
So good. This reminds me of like eating that and then drinking like a pumpkin beer. It's just in a can together. So anyway, I like it.
I don't know what's happening over here.
Joann.
Maybe. It's a good thing she's not driving.
It's cracking me
They
up.
could walk home from here.
They could. They usually do. They walked and got the hoodies. They wear the hoodies as well.
He wants a non.
He wants a non-hoodie.
Nobody ever makes.
Yeah, the funny-
Or
non-
underwear.
Oh, okay.
Or underwear.
Like-
You want that too, okay?
He wears it on the outside.
Here's what you got to do. Here, I figured it out. Buy a hoodie, cut the hood off, cut some holes in that hood. You got underwear now.
Oh, yes, leggings.
And you got a
And then you got a
sweatshirt.
I'm going to
Like
show up
good.
on your doorstep.
Boom. Life hack. All right, I'll give this a 3.25. I don't care. It was good. It was spicy. I would not have this on Thanksgiving. I would have this just for like a.
like this.
Yeah,
to
like this.
try it.
Exactly.
That-
Exactly.
You couldn't even
Yes.
drink a whole beer
Yeah,
of it.
this would be like I'd sit at home and drink it,
But
but
I could.
I could.
Well, you could, but I would.
Go ahead, Jen.
Mrs. October. It almost reminded me of this time I ate a chicken wing,
Meat on a stick.
meat on a bone in public.
Congrats, John.
There we go again.
And it was
It's
a
that-
wing,
it's
dude.
that-
That's
it's
not
that-
saying a
It's
lot.
that creamer.
My mouth just stopped burning from this beer.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
I couldn't drink a whole can. No. Do I have to give it a number? I thought he stopped writing numbers down.
No, I have a I stopped writing the point.
6.9.
I don't write. All right.
6.9. That's not on the.
Congrats again, John.
2.378.
So I'll put you down for 2.
Well, if you rounded it up, that's a 3.
Nah, you said 2 first. Uh-oh.
Can't get my glass.
No, I'm not gonna say another bad joke. I don't
Come
like
on,
this.
I want to get it.
We're not leaving until she gets the joke.
No, okay, so this is spicy, and I'm predisposed to the fact that I don't like spicy things in general. So Sean's out, and so is Travis. So
Honey,
Very, very true.
it doesn't taste a ton like pumpkin, but I can taste the pumpkin when my tongue stops burning. My taste buds happen to still be intact, apparently, unlike some of you guys. So I can still taste some pumpkin after I stop the burn in my throat.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go 2.279.
It's a 2.
which is a 3.
No, that actually rounds down.
It starts with a 2.
Oh.
So I'm putting 2.
Bubble version.
All right, so rounding this back to we're on BrewHaha. This is a special episode of BrewHaha.
Special
What's your haha?
Thanksgiving episode.
You brought the haha.
You did bring the haha.
Everybody
I never
should have
cared.
brought their haha. I didn't
Yeah.
ask for people to bring haha.
No, too much haha.
So the reason why I put this together is to try pumpkin beers. So we've tried 8 different? Was it 8?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I count 16.
Okay. We've tried 8 different
See in double
pumpkin
vision.
spiced pumpkin beers. Would any of you go back and buy any of these again?
Yes.
Would any of you? Well, so obviously,
Yes,
if you
yeah,
would
yeah.
buy them again, you would drink a whole one. My other question is, would you drink a whole 16-ounce
Yes.
glass of that
I
Yeah.
already drank 3 of these.
multiple times? Multiple times in a week.
You know what? Let's do this real quick. I like this. I know we already did a rating, but would you do say your favorite one? Let's go around once. You don't rank all of them. Just do your favorite one that you would drink again.
Yeah, favorite one that you
And
would
it
buy
doesn't
multiple
matter
times.
If it's pumpkin,
It doesn't matter if it's pumpkin. It's just what was your favorite beer
that you would drink
again in this that we had tonight. Adam?
Yeah, I think the one I like the most is the one I've had the most of, which is the Night Owl.
The Allegiance.
Yeah,
It's because
but
you just had it the most.
yeah, I've just had it the most. I've probably developed more of a flavor for it, and more of it.
And it's a
just desire
stout.
for it.
It's stout flavor with spice. It's
Yeah, so I like that. There was also that one.
Okay, enough.
You only get to pick one. It wasn't a top 3 thing. This was a 1, Adam.
Thank you. Yeah, Adam was
runner
Werther.
up,
Adam
runner
was Werther's original. He popped the Werther's original in his mouth, and he was reminiscing. His grandpa over there reminiscing about all the beers he had tonight.
Please go on. We're wasting more time with this than me mentioning one beer I would have mentioned 30 seconds ago. What's that?
Okay,
This
come on.
is mine.
Okay,
What is it?
No, it
it's
is
the Uinta or something like that.
Uinta. Yeah.
Uinta.
Uinta Brewing from Utah.
the
Yeah.
pumpkin ale.
I think she
Joann
downed like
likes-
4 of
That
those.
wasn't
The
really
pumpkin ale that's
pumpkin or
not
whatever,
really
but
pumpkin-y, it's more
fresh-
fizzy.
I mean,
Right.
if you could
5%
drink
beer.
it, you could drink
It's the one
Yeah.
you keep rolling with.
It's a sessionable beer.
Adam, what were you gonna say? Go ahead and
What's your
say it.
honorable
I was just
mention?
gonna say that third one back, the stout third one back. I like that. The imperial pumpkin spice.
Don't worry about it, Joann.
Okay.
That's the least of the things you feel bad about when you listen to this again.
Oh, the one from
No, you're
the Yeti.
fine. Don't worry.
The Yeti, yeah.
We've been giving each other a hard time the whole night. Don't worry about it. Adam's just pretending. Adam's playing.
I've been done for a while.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, 16
No,
beers
no.
in.
No,
I've been done with my stupid spiel that went on too long.
Yeah, he was joking about himself, not you. Don't worry about it.
He's gonna cry himself to sleep tonight, but it's fine.
Yeah. Adam's
All right,
head is
Dave.
already
I'm gonna
very.
drink myself. to sleep
Dave,
tonight.
what's your favorite?
I got to go with the Yeti, but I do like the.
Okay, you're. No, I'm kidding.
I'm done.
He
No,
just
but
asked you
the
the
palate
question.
cleanser seltzer is good too. That's something.
Cider.
If you're doing
That's
a lot
cider.
of the heavy holiday beers, have one of those to
Yeah.
reset your
I
palate
see.
and
Okay,
go again,
sure. Play
so
it
that
out.
you can double your drinking.
I like that. John.
Well, good night. I would say the atomic pumpkin was my favorite.
Wow, the last one.
Yeah,
Spicy one.
Yeah, and
Because your wife's not going to drink any. You can have it all to yourself.
Yeah, exactly. But just like Dave was saying, I think the pumpkin spice, if you need something to cleanse the palate and something in the middle, that was actually quite nice.
I kind of like that one. I feel like I'm into that one a little bit, the atomic one a little bit too. But I'm definitely going to go with the one that everyone else hated, and that was the gluten-free one. I love the Lunar Harvest Pumpkin Ale.
The one with the
I will
Belgium yeast. Yeah.
bathe in it. Jen.
I'm going to side with my dear friend Joe on my favorite beer for the simple fact that you could throw back.
Congrats,
a few of
Dave.
Those. Good God.
Go ahead.
I
already said it.
what I was.
She'd
Yeah,
throw
you
back
would-
3 of them.
You like the
You went to.
the Winter. You went to the
Why?
Uinta
Why did I go there?
because Joann said
And
it was something you could keep drinking over and over.
good job.
There's not a
I
whole lot of
listen.
spice to it. There's not a
Yeah.
whole lot of. It's not
Yeah.
a dark beer. It's on the lighter side. Yeah.
Go ahead, Maren.
Yeti Imperial Stout, Elliot Night Owl, Seal Side, Pumpkin Spice.
She said
Say
it
all
all.
three real quick.
She said all 3 real quick. Adam could cut her
Okay,
off.
no, so Yeti, I love the stout. That's hands down my favorite. Honorable mention to the very first one we had, the nice owl. The spice was so good, and then I like the cider for it's for the cider for what it is. It's great. Yes, I said 3. I don't care. Travis, stop looking at me like that.
We only listened to one. I'm going to cut it all out. No, I'm kidding.
I thought of all these, the darker ones definitely brought out more flavor. The Yeti and the Imperial Porter were both kind of on the better ones. I've never really liked the Night Owl. Just not. I think there's too much spice in it. It's kind of like chewing spice, and I don't like doing that. So.
Okay.
But I was going to round out. There
Yes.
was a reason why I put the Atomic Pumpkin last, because it's a spicy beer and it's pumpkin and it's 2 beers, 2 styles of beers that you won't see at Cold Street Brewery because they both suck.
I bet you edited that out.
That was the ha-ha at the end.
I do
He
like it.
just yanked
I
me the
love
whole
it.
time.
Sean's this whole thing was just leading up just for that.
Yeah.
You should go try these
Pumpkin
ones 'cause
beers
you won't
suck
see one.
and spicy beers suck. So suck it.
Jokes and all you guys.
On that same note, I wanted to point out that I have 4 of my VIPs here. VIP sales only go on during the month of February, so you can only get it during February. It is a year-long thing. You get dollar off beers, you get discount on swag, you get invited to special things like this.
I thought I was gonna get murdered.
I do a lot of fun things with my different members. We try and COVID is really restricted. We normally I always want to go on beer trips because I know a lot of brewers. We can go behind the scenes. We can bounce around some breweries and do some stuff. I know can't think right off the top of my head, but I know a guy that runs a bus company, and it's to prevent DUIs and that sort of thing.
Nice.
So I have the hookup on the bus or the party bus or the Lincoln car, whatever we need to get around from point to point. That's something that I'd really love to do with my VIPs. It's just with COVID and the restrictions and all that, we haven't been able to do that. We have been able to do a couple fun things. We did a private comedy event, VIP only invite, and then small stuff like this where I can invite a few of my VIP members. What I love to throw back to my people that support me unconditionally, even if I don't have pumpkin beers or spice beers on.
Right.
He'll cook you a turkey and bring it to your house.
Delicious turkey and stuffing. I was very sad today. I had leftover potatoes and that was it.
Yeah, last night I was over at John and Jen's house and I brought them a turkey. It was a 13-pound turkey. I couldn't finish it myself, so.
He's like, I know
That's a lie. He could have finished it himself, but he was sharing because he cares.
He knew the perfect people to down the turkey.
They're great VIPs.
All right. Well, thanks so much for listening. I'm glad we got to do this. We'll do this again some other time. I'm worried I have no goals. We already did a Goal Buddy cast. I'm not worried about that. What are you talking about? What are my goals? Oh, I already wrote that. That was from the previous one. These guys and me and everyone want to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas if we don't see you, and Happy New Year, and
Have a good life.
have
I
a
thought
great
that
life.
was coming out in February.
Enjoy.
Oh no, yeah,
Enjoy the holiday.
yeah, it'd be so great. All right, and go to get your hoodies, Full Body Cast hoodies, and wear them at Cole Street. Get 15% off. Thank you so much for listening.
1627 Cole Street. Enum Claw, Washington.
Patreon Travis BrewHaha.
Enjoy your lives. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye. Making your way in the world today, you really need a pod. Why don't you put your headphones in and give this one a shot? Wouldn't you like to just listen away and go to a place where everybody knows who you are? Listen to Two Guys Brew Ha Ha, Cole Street Brewery and Full Body Cast, two of the greatest names. Why don't you go and listen to this episode?